This is a two-part series where I'll be travelling around the south of Morocco on a group tour with a company called Intrepid.
Hello, we come to Morocco. This is our house where we have a lunch and tea demonstration.
Where we are standing right now is where they had the arena for Gladiator.
We'll be starting in Marrakesh.
We're lost and we're totally late for the welcome meeting.
Listen to that sizzle.
Look at what you get at the top.
Working our way through the high Atlas Mountains.
Oh la la la! Oh la la!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Heading out to the Sahara Desert.
Surviving the Sahara is easy.
What are we about to do, kids?
We're about to ride a camel around the Sahara Desert.
Oh my god! That blew my mind.
Then finally making our way over to the Atlantic coast.
And there's a lot of seagulls. I'm in the Atlantic!
And as always with my channel, this isn't just a highlight reel. I'm going to show you the full reality of our adventure.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how I'm gonna get on this camel. I'm like an emotional wreck right now. Going up there. Oh my god, look at this.
Now, I would say I have a fair bit of experience with group tours, as I've been on tours in various different countries, ranging in length from just a single day trip to 2 whole months. However, this one was going to be slightly different, as it was actually going to be hosted by my friend and fellow creator, Karl Watson. Karl had told me about this trip when we were at a conference in Italy. And although I wasn't originally planning to go to Morocco, when he put the tour on sale, I just decided to grab the opportunity to explore this magical and colourful country. So I was going to be in Morocco for 2 weeks in total, as I was adding a few days either side of the 9-day bespoke tour that Karl had created. Even though Karl was hosting the trip, like all of us, he had never been to Morocco before, so we were going to be shown around by our local guide, Hamid, and our local driver, Lassen. There was 13 of us in total. A few I already knew from the creator community, like Shu and Anastasia, and obviously James and Karl. But it was mostly people I'd never met before. Anyway, just in case you're new here, my name is Charlie, and on this channel I create real raw adventure films.
So there's gonna be a lot of resting panic face. Here we go!
So grab a drink and some snacks, get comfy, and let's get started.
Right, Gatwick. Cheers! Oh, it's really difficult to do this when I'm this short.
Let's do this.
Yeah, if he just doesn't. I am really tiny.
Charlie is really tiny.
Really tiny. Ah!
We are heading to the gate. We're about to fly out to Marrakesh.
Yay! Carl's on a hunt to see if we can grab a beer.
Another 6 minutes will be enough. 6 minutes?
6 minutes. We found somewhere remotely quiet, so Carl's going to try and do a little bit of an intro to his video.
How are you feeling, Charlie?
I am feeling a little bit nervous because I've never been to this sort of country before, but I'm pretty excited because I just love going on group tours and just being with people. We're just about to board the plane.
I'm just going to sneak up with you.
When do we have to board, Carl?
We had plenty of time for this bit.
It was just a 3.5-hour flight from Gatwick to Marrakesh, and when we got there we had already pre-booked a taxi to take us to our hotel. This is a pretty smart hotel, I'm quite impressed. So we are on Intrepid, and this is the standard of hotel that you get.
I mean, this is quite spacious, as in like spacious.
next afternoon, a few more people had arrived, so it was time to head into the Medina and start exploring.
Where are we going?
About here.
About there.
About there. Oh, that's the wall.
This is the World Cup of the old town.
Into the old town, hey?
Do you have any favourite restaurants?
Yes, there is a preference, good
Well,
food.
we'll walk around first, but if you just give us some names, we'll have a look.
Hi! Here we go. I'm gonna have to do introductions later on and introduce everyone because not everyone from the tour is here yet. So when everyone is here, I will explain who everyone is.
I can't wait to eat tagine.
It's all about the food.
All about the food.
So we're just coming into the main square now. And it's looking a little bit hectic.
Is this the best store for orange juice? Yes. Yes. Oh, thank you.
No problem.
I'm about to do a taste test.
Is this the best price orange juice in the square? Yeah.
I think so. 10 dirham.
This is what everyone says to do.
Very
Everyone
Very
says,
orangey.
this is what everyone tells you to do. Come and
Yeah.
try fresh orange
They
juice.
do.
3 hours ago, that was on a tree.
That's really good.
It's really good, isn't it? Who
That's
wants
so
orange
good.
juice?
It's good orange juice. Very, very good orange juice.
This is probably a good point to say, watch out for the monkey handlers, as this is what happened next.
Basically, I was just walking around talking to camera like I am now, and then 2 guys and monkeys jumped on me.
As you can see here, Karl didn't have much of a choice, as they're very good at ambushing people with cameras. And if you take photos of the monkeys, you'll be expected to pay. So I'd take Karl's advice.
When you come to Marrakesh, don't do this. What do you think, Charlie?
So this is hectic. This is very hectic.
Senses I
I'm not too sure yet. We walked around the square, soaking up all the sounds and smells before heading up to a rooftop restaurant to get a better view. And this is the point we realised that Darren wasn't quite as excited about the local food as we were.
So you like tagine then? Because that's just meat and potatoes, right?
That's slop in a pot.
What kind of potato
Darren's dinner has arrived.
That'll do for me.
See, we weren't kidding.
Yeah,
he's
you're all
ordered,
gonna like
he's
that
ordered
question
ice
of me
cream.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride, yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
They look very interesting.
Yeah, what are these?
Pastries, but they're all little pastries. They've got like a little, it's got a little honey in it.
Moroccan tagine.
My first tagine.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Charlie, that was you.
Yay, it's me.
Chicken.
Chicken lemon.
Chicken.
Yum.
Some fruit.
What's tagine?
It's a slowly simmered stew and it's named after the clay pot.
Okay, so it's a slowly simmered stew. It's named after the clay pot. When you come to Morocco, it's just something you have to try. Darren's looking very confused.
As we finished up our first taste of tagine, we watched the sun go down and the night markets come to life. We basically couldn't have asked for a better start to our Moroccan experience. So after a brief wander around the souks, we headed back to our hotel for a couple of drinks and then an early night.
First day?
Second day.
Second day.
We got here yesterday.
So you have to move over this way. There we go. So, girlies, where are we going? What are we doing?
Going to the secret garden.
The secret garden. It's our first like proper adventure day. So, yeah, we're off to do a little bit of adventuring. And then, I don't know, what are we doing this afternoon? Oh no, we want to go to the photography museum.
Yes, yeah. And
Photography.
then we have a rooftop cafe at the top,
Yeah.
which makes sense because a
Oh
rooftop.
yeah, hell yeah. Yes.
It's okay.
It's really quite sticky hot. Kind of just want to sit by the pool. James and Karl are just sitting by the pool.
Probably having some few beers by now.
Yeah, exactly. We went to bed early. We did. We wanted to be fresh and ready. Well, actually, what we really wanted to be fresh for was for doing a workout. But did that happen, girlies?
No, we did not.
Did not happen. But you know, the trip is still young. We've still got time to do some workouts. lost, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're here. We're here. So this is our first stop. Apparently Marrakesh is famous for the gardens. We're now at the secret garden, the Jardin Secret.
And by this point, we'd also met up with Mike to go exploring for the day.
It's really tranquil.
This is the first garden we've been to, but I feel like when you think about the money side of things, like it was 60 dirhams.
Yeah, that's
it's
quite.
like £6, like £5.50, and I don't think it's
And this is, well, maybe there's more to it.
like,
Maybe.
like show around. This is it.
Yeah, it's.
If you look at the map. Like,
Oh yeah,
we're
so this
here.
literally is it, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's a little bit there. We walked through that, I think.
Oh yeah.
That's where
Okay.
the little turtles were.
Yeah, it is kind of small, but it's really nice. At least it's not too busy.
I would say come here if you like want time away from like the manic
Yeah, nice little
Bazaar
break
and
from like
everything
from the souks and stuff.
yeah, if you just want some like relaxed time, just come sit here, just chill out. You can go to the cafe up there.
And this is exactly what we did next.
Table for 4, please.
Yes. In the shade?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, it's time to rehydrate. So we finished our orange juice up on the lovely terrace overlooking the garden, and we've now come to the photography museum. Instagram shoot. It's very bright, so this is going to be very quick. We have come to the top of the photography museum and look at this view. You can see over the whole of Marrakesh. It's absolutely stunning. So my tip is if you come here and you think, it's kind of a bit of an expensive museum to come to, look at what you get at the top.
Not only was this the perfect place to stop and have lunch, but I was about to learn some food vlogging tips from Shu.
So hopefully it's going to be delicious because I've just ordered it at the waiter's recommendation. So that's 2 dishes I've had in Morocco now. I think I just learnt it all.
You did really well.
Did it?
That was impressive.
History lessons with Shu.
So all I'm going to say is when you're watching mine and I give you no information whatsoever, watch Shu's, then you'll understand.
Yes, a tashina.
Exactly. just watch her channel. I'll link it, and then you'll know. Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. That's pretty spectacular, isn't it? Just the sound is like.
Listen to that sizzle.
No, it's so good. Tagine and
Tangier.
Tangier.
This is my first ever tangier. Thank you.
Cool.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
After lunch, we spent the rest of the afternoon just wandering in no particular direction, enjoying the streets of Marrakesh.
We've come up to another rooftop bar, the third one of the day.
It's called
Cozy
Bar with a K, not a C.
And what's this beer?
Casablanca.
Which is a Moroccan beer.
Of all the beers in the world, I've picked up.
Oh, that was a good one. And look at the views, I mean.
We were having such a lovely afternoon, soaking up all the views, that we might have lost track of time. And then this happened.
So we're lost and we're totally late for the welcome meeting. Carl gave us one rule.
For all of today, you can do whatever you want. You can go explore Marrakesh. The only thing you need to do is to be here for 6 p.m. for the welcome meeting.
It's 6:10 and we are not anywhere remotely near where we're supposed to be.
Anastasia, Shu and Charlie I know very well, they're good friends of mine. And yeah, they're all late.
Sorry, Carl.
Sorry, Carl.
We're in Marrakesh time.
Oopsies. So Carl, we apologise a lot.
Yeah,
We're sorry. We're sorry.
We'll get you a beer.
Little did we know that at this point, Carl was already coming up with a payback plan. He decided to adopt a rule from a previous tour where if you were late, you had to read a passage from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, when they show up, we're going to get someone to read out little passages to the group.
Oh my god, I hate reading out loud. In the end of the... Anastasia. Keep growing, so we're nose to nose.
That's enough. That's enough. Well done. Well done.
I wasn't the only one that was late. Finally, we started the welcome meeting where Hamid explained more about what we were going to be doing on our tour.
We have it within Trailblazer, this very famous trip. It's called the South Morocco Discovery.
Okay, so we have moved rooms, and now I have no idea how this has happened, but because we're starting the tour, I've been put in a suite. Seriously! I'm gonna now show you around because this is ridiculous. Toilet number 1. An actual corridor to the main room. This is pretty insane. I mean, as if they gave us a suite. I bet Carl doesn't have a suite. So this is payback for the fact that I accidentally turned up a little bit late to the welcome meeting. Huh, Carl, I have an entire suite to myself. I'm walking down my corridor right now. So I'm also gonna introduce you to my new roomie. This is Christy. Also, what I'm gonna do is that there's a lot of people on this tour, and I'm not gonna do one of those cheesy going around introducing everyone while everyone's kind of sat around. I'm just gonna introduce people as you meet them, if that makes sense.
That evening we all had some dinner and drinks in the hotel, then just chilled together, ready for the tour to start the next day.
Morning, guys.
This is the driver.
His name is Daxon.
And we're off.
The tour with a 6-hour drive along Morocco's highest pass through the Atlas Mountains to the fortified village of Ait Benhaddou.
What do you think to this view, hey? This is amazing.
I feel like it's gonna get better and better the higher we get.
Yeah, for sure.
Want the raw footage? Here's the raw footage.
This is real.
We were off to a fantastic start. The group was getting on well, the scenery was stunning, and then...
Are we supposed to get around here? There's some serious rocks in the road here.
Shuf. Oh, balloon! Oh, oh, la, la, la.
There's some panic phase going on.
Panic phase.
I don't like it.
Wow!
So after about half an hour of them tipping giant rocks down the cliff onto the road, they finally started to clear the way.
How is this safe to go past even once they've cleared it though? That's
Only one way to find out.
I'm just holding my breath until we get past.
Then just as we were celebrating getting past one obstacle, the next one happened.
What kind of snake is it?
That's just a call-over, it's not poisonous.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Luckily, we survived the snake and we were off to our next lookout.
It's a bit windy, so the audio is going to be horrendous, but it's a pretty sheer drop down there. This is as close as we're getting, because we don't want to be those people that fall over the cliff. We're hanging on for dear life here. Ah! Is she getting hangry?
I'm not getting hangry yet. I'm just hungry at this stage.
So which is it?
Sleepy.
Levels, like
And
food.
I know.
Look at these fellow food bloggers.
I don't do food. She's teaching me. She's
Tagine that comes with some chicken skewers with some vegetable tagine. We've got some carrots, marrows, big chunks of potatoes marinated in some spices, and then the chicken skewers have been char grilled to perfection with some herbs on top.
very professionally done by Shu.
After another delicious lunch and a lesson in tea pouring etiquette,
like this. Look. Oh my god.
we were back on the road again.
It's Instagram time. My goodness me. Wow, look at this. I appear to have like an entire dorm of beds. What is this?
I have 4 beds to myself, a couch.
Wow, we've got so many beds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, something you might not know, and a big advantage to going on group tours, is that the tour operators have the ability to bulk book rooms, which means you can often get a better accommodation than you would on your own. For example, this is one of the rooms on a G Adventures tour through Vietnam.
It's so cute. This is not exactly what you call backpacking, but this is what you get with G Adventures. Literally just went swimming in that pool. It is so cold. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. Oh my god. Oh, it's like jumping into the North Sea. So we're just having some chill time before the next adventure.
Which was to explore the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Ait Benhaddou.
So this is the village there that we will go to. It's called Xal.
This area here was basically the base for like loads of movies. Can't remember them all, so I'm going to drop it in right now. This is the list of lots of movies that were made here. It's pretty cool though.
In Africa we have camels with 1 hump, means dromedaries. In the whole Africa we don't have camels with 2 humps. In Australia or Asia.
Shot with no one in it.
Just one.
Just one shot.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, it's a bit windy. The audio is going to be amazing.
Step countdown again today.
I know, I'm slightly regretting the workout. This morning we did a workout. We did a fair amount of squats. Kind of regretting that right now.
No, you don't.
We made it to the top. I'm like tucked in right by the wall so that I can hopefully get a little bit of audio because it's so windy. I don't know where we are as per usual because I can't pronounce the name, so I'm going to just drop that in lower third. This is the view. Where we are standing right now is where they had the arena for Gladiator. Morning from this stunning location. I wanted to put a little bit of real talk on camera because I'm kind of waking up and feeling a lot of anxiety and feeling really, I don't know, just not quite, just a bit anxious really. I couldn't work out why, and I think it's because I really want to get the shots to be able to make a good film, but that also gives me anxiety because travel filming is really fast. It's like jump out the van, get the shots, do the stories, do everything else, and it gets a bit overwhelming sometimes, and I do try and do it all, and I maybe shouldn't be, to be honest. Like for instance, trying to get Instagram stories and stuff like that, it's probably not the best thing to be doing when I should just be getting other shots. I know that Karl doesn't do that, and yeah, just woken up feeling really, I don't know, like I can't breathe properly, which is insane to say when you're in this stunning location. The thing is that I'm a one-man band. I'm not a travel couple. I don't have help, but it's just me. I have to do it all. I have to get the vlogging. I have to get the
beautiful cinematic shots. Not that I can really do that, I'm not very good at that at all, but I try. You know, I have to get time lapses, I have to get different angles, I have to get the coverage to be able to cut a really good film together, and it kind of gives me anxiety a lot, trying to get that. So we actually got up early today to do some Pilates and some, maybe just a guided meditation. I don't know where the others are actually. It's 3 minutes past, you're late. You'll be reading from the book. If you are late, you have to read a passage from 50 Shades of Grey. It's something he picked up on his HK to NY. So, how many people are late then?
So Anastasia was officially late, but Shoes had to go back to the room and get them.
We think Shoes got to go as well.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think it's payback.
The only way Shoe could have got
3 minutes, 4 minutes late, but better late than never, okay?
This is true. This is true.
I kind of like his phrase better. Can we just say that when we're late instead of having to read?
50 Shades.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
I mean, it's not crime, guys. Come on. That's not a crime. It's still a punishment. It might not be a crime. Let me guess, it was Charlie's fault.
Yeah, exactly. You can't blame me. It was not my fault this time.
If you want to start from So You Want Me.
Anastasia, here you are.
Hamid, I'm really sorry about what you're about to hear.
No, I'm not. I like it.
And since I'm keeping this PG, you'll have to watch Carl's film if you want to see this bit.
Keep going.
What? I was only a minute late, guys. Come on.
I'm applause.
I really enjoyed it, especially with your voice. It's incredible.
In the background there, that's where we climbed up to yesterday.
The plan for today was to head to Zagora, which is a small oasis town on the edge of the Sahara. But first, we were going to be visiting the Atlas Film Studios.
Ready for your close-up. Oh, you're so cute.
It's like a playground, isn't it?
It is.
Film nerds.
I know.
Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to Atlas Studios. The Atlas Studio is the biggest studio in Africa, and there are 3 studios in this area.
Our guide went through some of the movies that have been made at the studio, including some classics like Gladiator, and some not so classics like The Hills Have Eyes 2.
So cool, isn't it?
It is really.
Like a set and then before it comes to life.
Yeah.
The prison from several movies, from Tutankhamun, Ben-Hur, The Mummy Returns, and Hercules Reborn.
Oh wait. You got insurance, right?
Oh God. It's gonna go faster and faster and faster though.
We found the limit.
We should go watch game.
Are you ready, Cleopatra? Cleopatra!
Cleopatra, get off your phone.
Welcome to my palace.
What is this?
You
make some.
understand what these things are?
Telephone.
You know that, do you? Because they're not like your phones. These are like.
Where's the wind up?
After the studio tour, it was time for a quick lunch, then back on the road again. We had just under a 4-hour drive to our next destination, where we were going to be picking up essential supplies for the Sahara Desert.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Beer.
Even though it was only the second day, we were all getting on so well that you honestly would have thought we'd known each other for years.
So
all the cameras.
Got all the cameras.
All the cameras.
On famous James.
How famous I am.
Thanks, monkey.
We had one last stop to pick up some headscarves for the Sahara before arriving at our hotel for the evening.
Cheers.
We're on day 3 of the tour. We're heading into the Sahara.
We started the day by taking a tour around the village of Tamegroute, where we learnt about local life and the traditional pottery.
Like walking around kind of like very noisy but like housing area. He's explaining how they live. It's very dark. Everyone stopped to look at a goat. What are you doing?
There is a goat.
Then it was just a short trip to where we were going to be stopping for lunch.
Hello, we come to Morocco. This is our house where we have a lunch and tea demonstration.
Amazing.
If you can serve.
We're good.
Wonderwall.
Buffalo soldier training to Rasta, fighting on arrival, fighting for survival. Ay, 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 ay. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this heat? Is the heat?
We were leaving our bus and our driver behind as we transferred into 4-wheel drives to take us into the Sahara Desert.
And
That's awesome.
So we've been driving for about an hour. We kind of came for a happy stop, as Hamid calls it.
Yeah, a happy stop.
This is something else. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. It's amazing.
Famous, they know the way very well because they grow up here. Shower stop. This is the water here. It's very good water. This area there is a lot of nomads. They come to look for water here, drinking water.
That's amazing.
Surviving the Sahara is easy. Just find it well.
Yeah. Cool down. This
Oh my god. كل شيء كيصور فيها
That's how they cool down in the Sahara.
How was that for you, ladies?
Oh, it was good. It was good.
Refreshing.
Charlie, take your top off. Shoo, take your top off.
Good job, babe. Good job.
Represent the ladies. Yeah.
سلامتكم مرحبا بكم في الصحراء. لا مرحبا بكم يوقي بكم بعد.
Change your.
What is it?
You alright, Charlie?
That blew my mind. You wait until you see the footage. Oh my god!
My harem and they make these things.
Oh my god, look at this! I will show you around in a second. I'm way too excited!
Okay, two of you, please. Two here. Two in there. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's my favorite color, by the way, green.
Yes!
Then, to be a good husband, you should know how to help your harem to put the scarf.
To be a good husband.
to put the scarf on, okay? We did this. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Then we turn it around. Hey, Charles! She chose me, not you! She chose me.
Good.
I'm so excited.
Tagine!
Yay! Woo! What are we about to do, kids?
We're about to ride a camel
Hell yeah.
for an hour around the Sahara Desert.
Oh my god! We are all kitted up, ready to go. Right, so I have been on a camel before. I went on a camel in Western Australia, and that was terrifying. I'm not quite sure how I ended up in the front here, to be honest. It's only because I'm little and it's a long way up for me. So there's going to be a lot of resting panic phase. Here we go. Super nervous, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how I'm gonna get on this camel.
When they stand up and you get off from the camels, please don't pass nearby them. Always make a distance because they could kick you. If the camel kick you, you will be in Algeria, you know?
I'm pretty excited. This is gonna be amazing.
Whoa! What's the hold down! Hold.
There you go. You're right.
We've paused in our camel encounter as James has decided to get off his camel to take a picture for Instagram.
James the diva. It's caused a traffic jam just so he can take an Instagram.
A camel jam.
So we finished the camel ride and we are now walking up the sand dunes to go and watch the sunset. Going up there. This is steep. I'm exhausted. We made it! We made it to the top.
As we sat looking out over the vast landscape and watched the sun disappear behind the dunes, we couldn't help feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. In just 3 days, this random group of people from all over the world had become a travel family, and we were just so grateful to share this extraordinary moment together. And as we ate our dinner and chatted about the amazing things that we'd done so far, we couldn't believe that we were only halfway through the tour.
We're eating soup in the Sahara Desert. I know. What are you doing right now? We're having soup in the Sahara. Under the stars. Exactly, just as you do.
The camera sees more than a naked eye. So it doesn't look that colourful over there. But if you stay there a few minutes, you'll see lots.
That's pretty awesome.
That's incredible.
Did you take that?
Yeah, it was just now.
We spent the rest of the evening by the fire, telling stories, listening to music and dancing.
I'm going to put the camera down and enjoy the evening because that's important. We just slept outside in the Sahara Desert. I can't even process what we've just done. Only in Morocco do the goats live in the trees. We're all really slowly creeping up on the goats. Stop them jumping out of the tree. It's not very easy for me to be quiet, but I'm trying. They've showed us the port, and we're now going to Medina, and there's a lot of seagulls. It was Darren's idea to send us on a wild goose chase around the market. We might be lost.
We're temporarily sure of our position.
Like a Trailblazer.
Oh my god! Karl Watson! Just found out that apparently a girl is going to try and pull a car with her hair. I'm in the Atlantic! Ah, it's so cold! I'm like an emotional wreck right now. I can't seem to handle anything. Driving through the field to chase our balloon. Oh my god, right there!
Thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this film and you want to support my channel, it really helps me out if you just remember to hit that like button, share it with a friend that you think might enjoy it, and drop me a comment telling me what your favourite part was. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next film, and if you want to go that extra mile to support me, I'm now on Patreon, so you can sign up to get exclusive behind the scenes.